This question, which is question 3, is 1 over x log base e, log x base e. So this is what we do. We can write this question as this way. We can write it as 1 over x dx all over log x base e. That's our first x. There's no difference between this one and this one, but it's more better to have it this way. Take this one up there. Okay. Then the next thing to do is to make substitutions for the independent variable there, which is the x. So let's u be equal to log x1 by x. Let's do that. Let's x be equal to that. Okay. So if x is that, then we can get the u. The u will be equal to what? 1 over what? 1 over x. The question now is that, how will I know which one to substitute for? Okay, you need to have a picture of it. Okay, look at what you have up there. Okay, if you substitute this one and you do the derivative, you see that it will be either exactly or similar to what you have there. Then you will know that this is the best one to make for substitutions. Okay, so we can see my du now equal to 1 over what? 1 over x. You can see exactly the same as the numerator. Okay, then our integral will now become du over u, and that's equal to what? Ln what? Ln u, because the integral of 1 over u is ln u. Then you can return back your u. Your u is what? Log of x to base e, and that is your answer plus c. So that's that on that. And that will take us to the next question, which is the integral of 10 to the power 5 and sec square x dx. Okay, so in this change of variable, the question now is that which one will I go for in this case? Which one? It's very simple. Begin to imagine it. Begin to think. If I take tan, okay, and I differentiate tan, I'm going to get what? Sec square x. Okay? So if you go for sec, it will complicate matter, because if you differentiate sec now, you're going to get sec tan. Okay? It can also work, but this is more faster. So let u be equal to what? Tan x. Okay? Then you see everything now change it to what? One single variable. Okay? So the u is equal to sec square dx. The derivative of tangent is sec square x, is sec square x. That's the derivative of tangent. Yeah, sec square x. Sec square x, then dx. Okay? Then, and if you want to do that, you can say the u dx equal to what? Sec square x. Then you now multiply 2 by dx. So you can see now that we have gotten this now, okay, which is what? The u. So our integration will now become u to what? To power 5, the u. You can see this one is what? Is the u. And don't forget that tan 2 power 5 means tan x all enclosed to power 5. So that will give us u5, because this is u to power 5. And then if you integrate this will be u6 plus 1 over the, what you have here, plus 6. Okay, plus what? Plus c. Okay? And that will give us 1 over 6. We can turn the u is what? Tan x. Okay? Power what? Power 6 plus c. That's what 1 over this. Tan 6 plus this. So that's that. On that question. That's that on that question. You can take, let's take 2 more questions. Let's take some questions more. This aspect. Section x squared over 1 plus x3, 2 plus x3. What you can do, we can try to picture the question, okay? X cube is here, x cube is here. This common factor, we can make substitution for that. So, and if you make substitution for that, the moment you differentiate your x to the power 3, you're going to have something like this. Okay, so and this will be let u be equal to what? X3. Okay, so the u is what? The u is x3 x2 dx. Okay, so we can now write our question as integral of s squared dx. This dx can come and join this all over 1 plus x3 times 2 plus s cubed, and this will be equal to integral of, we can begin to substitute now. S squared dx is what? But something is happening here. Okay, from here, we can make this one the subject. S squared dx, we can make it the subject, which is equal to du over 3 equal to what? S squared dx. We can do that. So anyway, you now see this one now. You place what there? Du over 3 all over 1 plus u. We call s cubed as u into brackets 2 plus what? 2 plus u. So that's what we have now. So, and if you check very well, these are what? These are linear factor, so which can be turned into what? Into a partial fraction. Okay, then this one will come outside. We have 1 over 3 into bracket du all over 1 plus u into bracket what? 2 plus what? 2 plus u. So it makes sense now. Then we can take the content of the equation out. We can take this one out, 1 over 1 plus u times 2 plus u, and that will be equal to a over 1 plus u plus b over 2 plus u. Okay, so that's that. Then the next thing to do now is to multiply through by the common factor. Multiply through by the through by 1 plus u and then 2 plus u. So then if you do that, this side times the common factor, you have 1 on the left hand side. This one also times the common factor, then you have 1 into bracket 2 plus u plus this one also times the common factor, that will be into bracket 1 plus u. Or in a nutshell, this one times this one, that's this one times this one, that's this. Okay, then the next thing to do is to use elimination method. Okay, we can make u to be equal to minus 1, so that this one can be destroyed, then we can get a, so that will be 1 equal to a into bracket what? 2 minus 1, that's 1, so a is 1, then we can also say let u be equal to minus 2, so that a can cancel out, then we can get b. So we have 1 equal to b into brackets 1 plus 2. 1 minus 2, that's minus 1. So b is what? Minus 1. Yeah, let's check the substitutions. Okay, first one, look at what we have. We want to see, we're looking for value we can use, whereby by the time we plug in, one variable will cancel, another variable will come up. Okay, look at what we have here. If you put minus 1 for u, okay, this one will cancel, b will cancel, then we can have this, and that will be 2 minus 1, and that will be 1. So a is 1. Then another one again, to cancel this a, we can use minus 2 for u here. Then we can get here, that will be 1 minus 2, and that will be what? Minus 1. So we've gotten that. So on the final analysis, then we can go back to where we stop here. Which is 1 over 3 of the integral of du over 1 plus u times 2 plus u equal to 1 over 3 integral of, our a is what? Our a is 1 over 1 plus u plus our b is what? This one can go. We have minus Our b also is also minus 1, 2 plus u. Okay, so that's what we have there. So finally, our answer is 1 over 3 ln 1 plus u, then plus of minus ln 2 plus u. So the 1 over 3 comes in, you can put 1 over 3 here also, so plus c. So that's that on that question. We can take one more questions again. Let's have another questions. Let's have another question. Another question is integral of s squared into bracket s cubed minus 2 14 dx. That's another question before us. So check it very well. You don't just substitute. You need to look at it, inspect the question. Which one can I substitute for? Okay, which one is higher one? You go for the higher one. S cubed minus 2 is higher than this one here. And the moment you substitute, you differentiate this one now, be having this. Okay, so let u be equal to s cubed minus 2. So the u is equal to what? 3s squared dx. Okay, can we make this one as a subject here? So that we have du over 3 equal to s squared dx. Okay, so we can write this expression as what? Integral x3 s cubed minus 2 then s squared the what? Dx. Okay, then we have a value for this. Then this will be equal to what? This will be equal to u. This is u, and this one is what? Times what? The u over 3. And don't forget there is 14 on top here, so that the u14, and that's so we have 1 over 3 integral u14 u to power 14 du. Okay, and that will be equal to 1 over 3. If you want to integrate this one, it will be the power plus 1, that's 14 plus 1 over 15. Okay, then plus c, and that will be equal to your u is what? So this one, 3 times 15, that's 1 over 45. 1 over 45, u15. Your u is what? X cubed minus 2 power 15 plus c. So that's that on that question. That's that on that question. We can take one more questions also. Let's briefly take another questions. Integral of 1 over x log x base e to power 3 dx. Let's look at that question. Okay, for this question, the best way is to look for substitute for this one. If you substitute for this one, you're going to have 1 over x, because the derivative of log x is 1 over x. Okay, so let u be equal to what? Log x base e. So the u is equal to what? 1 over x dx. Okay, so you can see that now. So this integral now will now become integral. Don't forget u is here, u power 3. This is the base here, power 3. And then 1 over x dx is what? The u. So and that will give us u. The power is 3 plus 1, that's 4 over 4 plus c. Then return your u back. What's the value of u? Your u is what? Log to base 4, log to base e of x power 4. And then 1 over 4 can be beside plus c. So that's that, which you can write as what? 1 over 4 log. Okay, that's that on that question. Okay, so please join the next part of change of variable, and that will be part 3 of this topic. Okay, and then join the next questions on change of variable. So please join the next video. And if you are new on this channel, okay, if you are new on this channel, what are you waiting for? And now hit that notification bell so that as we upload, you get notified. You can do it now. Thank you for doing that.